Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Good afternoon. Bill Bryant and Barbara Bailey for WKYT News. Shots rang out at a Lexington apartment complex this morning, leaving one person injured.
It happened around 9:30 in the parking lot of the complex on Augusta Court. There isn't much information about what led up to that shooting. WKYT's Victor Puente is tracking the investigation in our top story at 12:30. Victor?
Police tell me they expect to be at this crime scene for several hours as they continue collecting evidence. Right now they have more questions than answers, and they're hoping witnesses will contact them. The shooting happened around 9:30. A man who lives here told me he heard at least 4 shots, possibly more. When he came outside, he saw firefighters giving CPR to a man on the ground. Police say that man had been shot, although they weren't sure how many times, and his injuries are life-threatening. He was taken to UK Hospital. I've been told the mobile command unit is on its way. Police say there's evidence scattered around this apartment complex. They still have a lot of questions, including just where this man was shot.
We're not aware of his condition at this time. We're not quite sure where he was shot, if he was shot in front of the building or some other location. We still have our officers and detectives here canvassing the area, trying to find witnesses who may have seen the shooting.
Police have interviewed a couple of neighbors, but they tell me so far they haven't found anyone who actually saw this shooting. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And police haven't identified the victim. They say they don't know if he lives at those apartments. A grand jury has indicted a woman in her step-granddaughter's death. 40-year-old Shyla Rayleigh is charged with murder in the June 23rd death of 3-year-old Alexa Rayleigh. Police say Rayleigh was unresponsive when she was rushed to Ephraim McDowell Hospital in Danville. She was later moved to UK, where she died. An autopsy showed she suffered blunt force trauma to her abdomen.
A Lincoln County store remains closed this afternoon after an SUV slammed right into it today. It happened at Russell's on US 27 in Stanford, actually last night. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is there now with video taken as the SUV came crashing into the store.
This is one of those stories where the people impacted are counting their blessings because they tell me they know this could have been much worse. Now take a look at this video. This is video of the SUV crashing into the store last night. It happened seconds after one of the owners had left the store and left the area where the truck ended up. The truck stopped in the same area where customers would have been standing waiting to check out.
Came around in the parking lot and came up right in front of the door. And from the camera, it looks like she slowed down. If she didn't come to a stop, she came awfully close. Then all of a sudden, you can see on the camera the wall and the door, and her vehicle came in, and it stopped about maybe right over here.
Now, police tell me that the woman mistakenly hit the gas pedal when she meant to hit the brake, and that's what caused the truck to crash through the store. She was not hurt. In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
All right, Phil, thank you. Amazing video there. The owners say they are not sure how long they'll have to be closed. Well, a man is in jail accused of exposing himself to a young girl while installing cable at her Lexington home. According to court documents, Bradley Brooks was working for Time Warner Cable when the incident happened in July. Police say a mother asked her 7-year-old daughter to take a cable router to Brooks, who was down in the basement, and that's when it supposedly happened. Police arrested Brooks yesterday following a crash near Midland and East 2nd. He is charged with sexual abuse and DUI.
The number of flu cases in Lexington is growing. The Lexington-Fayette County Health Department says there are now 12 confirmed cases. Health officials are encouraging anyone who hasn't had a flu shot to get one. You can do so at the health department's public health clinic at 650 Newtown Pike. Well, with just a week to go until Christmas, many of us are rushing to finish up our shopping. The Better Business Bureau says you need to be on the alert when shopping online. The BBB says a McCreary County man bought a bike for $50 on a site called santastoydepot.com. The site charged his credit card $500. His sister used the same site and ended up with an $1,800 charge. The BBB says there's no way to contact the site other than email, and those have gone ignored.
Well, the number of shoplifting arrests in Lexington is up this year. WKYT pulled arrests for the past 2 years for shoplifters, and the numbers show an increase in arrests for most months of the year. Economic experts say shoplifters cost everyone because security measures to stop them ends up in the price. The University of Kentucky economist says Americans lose about $12 billion a year in total to shoplifters.
You take your total inventory of everything you've bought in the last year, food, clothing, and all that in retail stores, and you're paying $400 more for all of that than you would in the absence of shoplifting.
Now tonight at 6, find out which Lexington store has the most shoplifting arrests and what that store has to say about it.
The Transportation Security Administration is revealing what they confiscate at security checkpoints across America. And so far this year, 6 firearms have been brought into Bluegrass Airport's checkpoint. Last year, there were only 4. With more people flying ahead of Christmas, the TSA wants to remind everybody to make sure they leave forbidden items in their checked luggage or at home.
When you're shutting a checkpoint down, especially at a smaller airport here where you may only have 2 or 3 lanes, that's going to cause a major delay. When it's something as small as a bottle of water or a pocket knife, it may not take as much time off, but when we have to go and look in the bag, it's going to slow things down for everybody else as well.
For an easy way to access a list of prohibited carry-on items, you can download the MyTSA app in your app store. Well, a new study links air pollution and the risk of autism.
And Omar Villafranca has details on that and more health news in this Better Living report.
Air pollution may put pregnant women at increased risk for having a child with autism. That's according to Harvard researchers who found pregnant women in areas with high pollution, especially during their 3rd trimester, face double the risk of having an autistic child. Millions of people with asthma and severe allergies may not be getting the full benefit of their medications. U.S. researchers found only 7% of people who use inhalers and 16% of patients who use EpiPens are using them correctly. And people are living longer. New data from The Lancet shows the average life expectancy worldwide has risen from 46 in 1990 to 59 in 2013. Researchers say lower rates of cardiovascular disease are contributing to the increase. That's a look at some of the day's top health stories. Omar Villafranca, CBS News.